In modern times, it's taken for granted that the population of any country must increase or remain static between certain limits. But what happened in Rwanda in 1994? An earthquake? An epidemic? Tonight, I'm going to tell you about the historical background, the development, and the consequences of the most intensive genocide in human history. It happened in Rwanda in 1994. The ethnic composition of Rwanda is it's not complex. It's made up by 85% Hutus and 15% Tutsis. 60 years of colonialism inflated Tutsis' egos and crushed Hutu feelings. As a consequence, the first clashes started in 1959. 130,000 Tutsis fled the country to neighboring Uganda, and they formed an army in exile. According to Paul Mangarella, the real causes of the genocide were economic. The fast growth of population made available land very scarce. Now that you know something about the historical background of the genocide, let's talk about the development of the facts. Due to international pressure, the Hutu president had to give in to concessions to Tutsi people, whose army was gaining territory all over the country. A few months after the agreement was signed, the president's airplane was shut down, and the president died as a result of this. Hutu, who opposed the agreements, were responsible for this. The government organized militias and gave out weapons to kill Tutsi and rape their women. The media played an essential part in this process. They published the so-called 10 Hutu Commandments, in which they instigated to kill people using machetes and to rape Tutsi women. People were killed in their own homes, in their own churches, in their villages, by their own neighbors. If Hutus refused to kill them, they were killed themselves. Now that we talk about the main events, let's see the consequences of this horrible genocide for Rwanda and the neighboring countries. The Tutsi army invasion put an end to the genocide, and it started a civil war which took Tutsi to power again. 2 million Hutus who participated in the genocide fled to neighboring countries, to refugee camps. Thousands of them died as a result of this, from diarrhea and other transmissible diseases. They were the main cause of the breakup of the First and Second Congo War, which are, unfortunately, still in progress. The reintegration of over 2 million Tutsis into the new society has been the worst challenge for the new government. The long-term effects of rape, because between 250,000 and 500,000 women were raped during the war, have been devastating for the country because of the spread of sexually transmitted diseases. The economy, of course, was destroyed, and Rwanda's parliament, as a result of this, is the only parliament in the world in which women hold the majority of seats, 56%. In review, now you know the reason for the ethnic hatred which aggravated the conflict, as well as the uncontrolled growth population. Massive killing of Tutsis were organized by the government with the support of the media. This has been the most intensive genocide in human history. 800,000 people were killed in just 100 days, which is equivalent to say that the whole population of San Francisco, California, will disappear in 100 days. Its consequences have been terrible not only for Rwanda, but also for the neighboring countries and the whole area of the Great Lakes. I hope this speech has helped you understand how it's important to put a stop, to put an end to this kind of events in our world, and to have a better world around us. Thank you.